Hey everybody, welcome back to No Drama News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD, fresh off the fight with China Mac. Let's get right into these stories. So in an exclusive interview with CBS Morning's Gayle King, Megan Thee Stallion detailed the July 2020 incident where Tory Lanez allegedly shot her in the foot following a party at Kylie Jenner's home. Meg says that the lead up to the alleged shooting was an argument in the car between Tory and her former best friend, Kelsey Nicole.
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time.
Megan recalled that she tried to have the car pulled over once before being persuaded to get back in. She said as the argument began to escalate in the back seat, she attempted to leave the car and was then allegedly shot by Tory in the foot.
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming, he said, dance, and he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
Megan recalled falling to the ground and dragging herself into someone's driveway while Tory apologized and promised to pay her and Nicole $1 million if they didn't say anything. In alleged text messages, Kelsey Nicole texted Megan Thee Stallion's security guard confirming it was Tory Lanez who shot Meg while asking for help. Kelsey writes, "Help," followed by "Tory shot Meg," seemingly verifying Megan's account of the events in the revealed text. Meg admitted that she had initially lied to police about her wounds, initially claiming that she had stepped on glass. She said her reasoning was to protect everyone in the car from being harmed by the police who had held them at gunpoint, mainly since George Floyd's death occurred only a few months prior.
For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us.
She also denied that she had a sexual relationship with Tory. At first, she paused when questioned, then shook her head, no.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
Additionally, Tory's attorney told CBS, "We look forward to addressing her claims, including all its inconsistencies, discrepancies, and omissions in a court of law." Okay, so we finally get to hear Meg talk about this. I'm not gonna lie, watching her talk about it, it felt very, very heartfelt. I've seen a lot of people try to act like she was faking or like she had fake tears or some shit like that. I don't know. I found her interview quite moving. I'm still not really trying to take sides in this whole thing before it goes to trial, because I feel like trial is when we're gonna really learn a lot about this. Both sides seem pretty confident. I'm not sure who's bluffing, if anyone, but yeah, I don't know. This interview, it's interesting with the timing. Like, why exactly did she choose to wait like 2 years to drop this interview right before they go to trial? But man, I can't lie, I found it pretty moving.
Why the pause when it came to the sexual relations thing? It was like like, that wasn't weird to you?
No, that was pretty weird. I will admit that was a part that I found a little confusing, especially just because it seemed like everybody took it for granted from the very beginning that this situation happened because they were in a relationship. I mean, if you have a guy and a girl and they're hanging out, getting drunk together at like 3 a.m. at a private party, I mean, sounds like they might be hooking up, but that was definitely a shocker right there.
The way that I took it was maybe, you know, they did something once or something and she's making it seem like it wasn't an ongoing thing. But for that pause, Tory for sure hit that. I don't think that he would make songs about this shit, about having them liking each other, having this relationship and shit like that. All this shit seemed to me like a little sketchy.
I don't know,
It's
man.
a little weird.
Just the fact that she's now saying that they didn't sleep together. Like, I don't know what her definition of sexual relationships is, but like, we saw them hanging out a lot on Instagram Live and stuff before this situation even came about. And they were hanging out in situations where it seemed like they had something going on. So I do find that to be one of the most surprising statements of this whole thing. And I guess we're probably going to learn a lot more about exactly how their relationship worked in the course of this trial.
And it's kind of fucked up. Like, she can say whatever and he can't even defend himself, or he gonna get thrown in fucking jail.
I mean, he
That
can
shit is-
defend himself. He just can't really say anything that would threaten his defense, I think, is the situation. Because
I mean,
he did
that's-
put out a whole album about
But
it.
that's basic. But I mean, he put out an album alluding to stuff, but like literally the nigga just got thrown in jail for talking about the case. And it's like right now, so basically right now, anybody can throw shots at that man. They could say he did X, Y, and whatever. And he will have to go back in jail if he even speaks about the situation. I feel like it's one-sided right now.
It's an ugly situation, but I'm looking forward to this trial.
Next story. Rolling Stone has released footage of the 2018 killing of 19-year-old Jaylin Craig. In 2018, DaBaby shot Jaylin Craig in Charlotte, North Carolina, Walmart. He claimed self-defense, and charges were never brought against him. DaBaby said that Jaylin and his friend Henry Douglas were threatening him and his family. Daughter could have got hit. Son could have got hit. DaBaby said on Instagram after the event, lawyers telling me not to say nothing. But 2 people walk down on you and your whole family, threatening y'all, whip out on y'all. Let's see what y'all gonna do. But the newly released video appears to show DaBaby as an aggressor in the fight, allegedly. Who said wrote this? According to Rolling Stone, the video shows DaBaby confronting Jaylin and Henry. The 2 turned away from DaBaby, only for DaBaby to begin striking him in the head and nearly tacking him to the ground. DaBaby initially described the attack as trying to get the jump on the 2. While the video complicates DaBaby's self-defense claim somehow, it also appears to show Jaylin beginning to pull a firearm out. He does appear to put the gun back before DaBaby pulls out his weapon, shooting Jaylin in the side. He was declared dead in Walmart less than an hour later. Although DaBaby was never charged with the killing, he was convicted of carrying a concealed weapon in connection to the incident. DaBaby took to social media late Sunday to address the video, saying that this case is just the latest attempt to assassinate his character. The nigga praying on me can't fuck with the people praying for me, he tweeted. He later posted a clip of Tyree's viral video in 2017 custody battle. Man, $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? Oh my God. No disrespect to my boy Tyrese, crying emoji, but what y'all niggas got going on, bruh? He wrote in his Instagram caption, what more do you want from me? Somebody behind the scenes on my ass, ain't it?
DaBaby has really proven himself to be somebody who is less scared of controversy than almost anybody else in the rap game. It turns out that not only did he punch his artist Wisdom in the face this weekend, but he also had Rolling Stone come after him, unleashing this older video, which does raise some questions about how exactly that situation turned out. But I think when you really look at it carefully, it's pretty clear that the other dude had a gun, exposed his gun before DaBaby exposed his gun, and like you can argue about the fight itself and how that might have played out because you don't really see exactly how it started, and it seems like DaBaby throws the first punch. But I'm sorry, if you're in the Walmart with your kids and you're fighting someone and then somebody else walks up and exposes a firearm and then you shoot the person, sounds like self-defense to me, right?
Yeah. You know, it was one part in that clip that like you clearly can't see what the other person is doing. And, you know, at first I thought I seen a phone come out, but it's clear as day that he's showing that he had something. So, I mean, it's either him or you. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I think one of the most interesting things about it is that this case has been done and over for many years now, and Rolling Stone seems very unhappy with the fact that DaBaby is out here walking around. I guess because he said some things that they consider homophobic, but I gotta admit that the optics of Rolling Stone going out of their way to throw a black man, a rapper, in prison for a crime that he already beat, it's pretty weird. Like, this is what they're choosing to investigate. Like, that money, whatever money they spent on this investigation, could have gone into any number of things, and they really want to throw this motherfucker in jail.
You sound real great. You sound like you was me right there. Adam down for the blacks, man.
He wrote that part for me. YouTube, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will be back real soon. Appreciate y'all.